So first one I want to talk about is the whole Melyssa Ford and Cameron situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because that thing, it was kind of wild how everything played out. So I don't watch Cameron's show at all, so I didn't know exactly what he said.
It is what it is.
Pure podcast gold. Like that show, the best show out.
For real?
For if you a hood nigga or even if you not and you like sports, you just would like to hear just two comrades kicking it in the purest form. And they sports takes be good. They got OJ on there too. OJ and Maurice Claret, I believe his name is. He on there too. They give.
I'm about to say, is it me or do Mase be like? To me, when Mase be talking, Mase come off like he kind of slow a little bit.
It's how he. It's like a. I ain't trying
to diss Mason. It probably is the way he talks, but
it's like a smooth old school. It's like a pause in between every word.
Yeah, that's what
it's like he
take his time.
Yeah, he let every word simmer. Make sure he using the correct words that he wanted to express himself.
And that's why, like some interviews Mace be in, he be talking clear as hell. And then when he be on the show, I'll be listening to him like, "What's wrong with Mace?"
He's choosing his words wisely.
maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't trying to diss Mace or nothing like that, but it's just like what's going on?
Yeah. So basically, Cameron, he was talking about a story referencing when he was like 16 or so, and he was.
Well, we didn't really give the age range, but
at that
younger.
point, it was like back when he was way younger at the time, and he had went to like a brothel or something like that, basically.
So, want me to tell it because I don't see it. I seen the episode. So. They went to they were telling a story about when they went to a whole house back in the day, and Cam and Mase escorted one of the ladies out to go back to have another little rendezvous with them three at their house, and they were talking about why they were indulging in adult activities with this young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Cam had started getting Mase was getting ahead originally, and Cam was chilling. I guess then Mase went to go get behind her, hit that thing from the back, and she was giving Cam head. And I guess she was sucking Cam dick a little bit better than she was sucking Mase dick. And Mase wasn't liking that. He was saying, he said,
busy girl.
Mase was behind her talking about, you wasn't sucking my shit like that. Pure gold, bro. Pure gold, bro. Like, listen.
Oh, you're jealous in the threesome. It's crazy. But for that.
But listen, you kind of like, man.
For that.
That's
bitch,
funny.
they him. Do you want to suck my dick like that? Oh,
maybe she was warming up. Y'all ever think of that?
Yeah, you was opening that, nigga.
Mace got her like she was in warm ups and everything. Cam got her when the game started.
Yeah,
y'all gotta remember, they just came from a whole house. She been warmed up all day.
Okay, but that time frame of
this is
she had a break.
But she's in a private. She's not in her element either. So maybe she was a little nervous. Maybe she didn't know how to.
That time,
she came from a whole house.
That time,
but she went
from
to a private
the whole
area
house to wherever y'all at. That time in between, is she cooling?
You don't know. She don't know what's about to happen.
She cooling off.
Some man is weird out here, and they want to take her out of the whole house, out of her unit.
You know what it is?
This ain't her first time doing this.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, but that time in between, she probably cooled off. So it's like, okay, cool, let's get the cracking. So she got to warm back up to be in her prime.
So they gave her some cold beverages on the way. Her jaws got a little tense. Hey, Mase, I understand what you was bad. Fuck all the bullshit.
Maybe she was chewing gum.
But so that's
what
the
happened
story
on that end.
So that's the story that got told. So then on Joe Budden's podcast, Melyssa Ford, everybody was giving their take on it. It gets over to Melyssa Ford, and she started implying that, like, oh well, like, how old were these women like that this supposedly happened with, almost insinuating like pedo type of allegations.
Yeah, like they could be underage.
Yeah, like
I was like what?
Like the girls are underage that are in the whole house, and just like the just saying that And having the platform that you have, you should know the type of effect that can potentially have. But she says it, and they keep it in, and then they post it.
You're bringing heat.
None of the castmates, but as soon as she said it, everybody was like, "Yo!" All the men, because she's like the female in there. All the men, no, they was like, "Time out, bro. Where the fuck are you going with this? This is not where it's supposed to be going."
They asked her too, like, "Do you want us to leave that in?"
Yeah, Joe asked her. He said,
and she said, "Yeah." Like, all right.
Stand on business. She stood on her business.
Yeah, and then
it was some bullshit.
Is she wrong?
I appreciate that.
Is that a wrong question to ask? I'm just saying.
In this time frame,
come on,
in a society,
to insinuate that,
insinuate with no evidence.
If they were younger,
with no evidence,
but nobody there would have knew that. So, like, you're literally bringing something up that.
And those kind of things, aren't they usually sometimes younger though? Illegally.
I wouldn't know personally because I haven't been to a whole house.
What from the rumors I hear they.
But you don't know though.
They the hot commodity, unfortunately.
It's probably in some areas.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah. Why is that your first thought though? Why is that one of your first?
I'm gonna say this.
One of your
no, it's not. I'm just saying. Yeah, that wouldn't be off the dome.
I would assume that people that go to a whole house, I would say the majority assume that the women are of age.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying she's probably thinking that because she said about experience wise is what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
But
she's probably saying, she was inexperienced. She didn't know how to give head because she probably wasn't even old enough to be giving head. Really, you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
No, at least we just told her she was giving head to Cam out cold. They said,
yeah.
But to add,
she's an experience.
No,
she's experienced.
I was just trying to follow her train of thought. I was trying to see another point of view.
We don't want you thinking with her. We don't want you.
You know, I know how to be the only woman in the room, so I'm just trying to see it very hardly from her point of view.
You don't do that because you're insinuating something.
You're stirring the pot.
You're doing worse than stirring the pot. You're basically
the food done cooking. You damn near finna serve the plates,
and you're insinuating something on a man's name that can ruin his life.
Yeah.
Whether business wise and or even socially, you ruin once that gets thrown on your reputation as a man, that and rapist. I don't want to say the actual word because we get flagged, but if those two get put on your name as a man, even if you didn't do it, even if you didn't do it, people are still going to look at you as you did it. Especially of his status, of who he is.
Exactly. So you can't just be throwing those type of allegations on anybody when you have no knowledge of the situation to be able to determine such a thing in any way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like if a woman, somebody spreads a rumor about a woman being a hoe, or she got a train ran on her, even if it's not true. People are going to look at her and treat her like.
Who told you? No,
people are going to treat her like she is one, even if you're not one. But if you enough people say it, your reputation is going to be known as that.
Exactly. Yeah. So this happens. The podcast and stuff goes live. I don't know which happened first. Him putting out the post no. Okay. So it went live, and then she walked it back or apologized for saying it. And the next episode that they did, and she was like, I didn't mean to do it. You know, I definitely should have done or even implied that it wasn't right of me, whatever. And then Cam responds, posts on Instagram, fuck your apology.
Did she not apologize before that?
No.
At all? Oh.
No.
So she let that brew.
Yeah, she let it brew.
That's why they asked her.
No, you're wild for that.
They asked her before they put the pot out, do you want to take that out? She said no. They put it out. Cam seen that, and she seen the backlash that was coming from it. So then the next episode, she finally came out and apologized. But at that point, the damage is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, even letting an allegation like that simmer for a week and you know it's not true, the amount of damage that can do.
No, I think they do pod 3 times a week. Joe Buttons, don't they?
I know. Two times a week, two or three.
3 times.
No, that's their job. They literally damn near pod every day because they got their Patreon and they got their regular podcast.
Okay. Yeah, they pod a lot. It'd be 2 to 3 hour episodes too.
Yeah, they literally every day is damn near pod day.
I feel that
almost every other day. Hopefully, we can get to that level.
I feel like we can do that. I feel like sometimes we be talking like that. It depends on the day.
Yeah. What we got going on?
Yeah. So he says, "Fuck your apology. Stand on business." And then a few days later, like he was gonna address it, but he couldn't because he couldn't go live. Like there was a ban or some type of restriction on his account that wouldn't let him go live. So he couldn't address it because he wasn't gonna do it on his show, like not his main platform, because he doesn't deem this worthy of it, and he doesn't want to bring any extra exposure to that degree to it than he needs.
It's not worthy.
It's on my show. Okay, you put that on my name anywhere I can get.
They addressed it on the show though. They addressed it briefly. It was a very respectful, like, don't play with our names because we the wrong niggas to play with. It was upset. Like, we see what you're doing over there, but go ahead, chill and keep that shit over there in your yard. Don't let none of them grass shavers get back over here again. Now keep that shit on your yard. We gonna be cool. And that's there what it was.
But then he finally gets unrestricted on Instagram. Then he goes live, and then he just starts kind of cutting loose on the whole situation.
I didn't see the second live. I seen the first live when he told her, "Fuck your apology."
He started going off on her, and then Joe Budden and them podcast. They sticking up for Melyssa, which is it's their pod partner. They homie, so they're telling Cam you going too far. This, that, and the third. Me personally, bro, you put that on my name. You insinuate that on my name. All bets are off, bro.
And then, because she didn't even really know what was going on, like on social media and stuff, and like about the stuff. I guess she was oblivious to the situation. They had to like bring it back up to her, and then they had to explain to her why it was wrong again for her to even understand why she needed to apologize. And that's kind of like, man, at that point, really, fuck your apology.
She was on the tip.
Insinuating a dude is messing with somebody underage. That is.
And their whole thing was
off of one story.
We was underage. At the time.
That's what he said in the live. He like, I was.
Who the fuck was looking out for us? You worried about looking out for them? Who was looking out for us?
That's wild.
But that, like, Cam was putting out Melyssa's business, talking about like how she fucked Ice-T for $2,000 back in the day. That's like
great.
That ain't bad.
What's his name? Game even dissed her years ago.
How was that not bad?
2,000 for that coochie?
Back in the day, hell, $2,000 was some amount. Inflation got your mind crazy, Alicia.
$2,000 nowadays. That ain't nothing. That's not even somebody's rent.
Back in the early 2000s.
You got to think.
That's at least a month.
2,000.
Hold on now.
For the coochie.
So what would be the equivalent today? The amount?
Maybe like 5.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like, what would you think?
Inflation about 5,000?
5 G's. For sure.
5 G's to fuck somebody?
Alicia.
How big was Ice-T then? Was he big?
That's Ice-T. What you mean? He's still on Law and Order to this day.
Yeah, like
to this day.
Was he in his Law and Order game back then?
Yes. You got to think how long Ice-T been on Law and Order.
5 G?
Okay. 2,000. That's 2,000 for the coach. That's 2,000.
2,000 is wild.
Slight. There's girls out here getting buzzed down for chicken sandwiches. 2,000.
Stop it, man. Like
most women.
But the reason
I'm gonna leave you alone, Alicia. I'm gonna leave you alone. Go ahead.
So the reason why people believe Melyssa Ford did that with Ice-T is because Game dissed her years ago and put niggas hip to her back in the Wouldn't Get Far lyrics.
Game dissed everybody.
Game
make up.
I remember that line now.
And Wouldn't Get Far. Game said, and all these video bitches trying to be Melyssa Ford, but they don't know Melyssa Ford drive a Honda Accord. She a video vixen, but behind closed doors, she do whatever it takes to get to the Grammy Awards.
I
remember the song. I didn't remember that bar though.
No, that's the end of the first. That's the end of the first verse.
Girl.
Game stay putting somebody in his lyrics.
Yeah, but
you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Cam was calling her a video vixen and all that too. He was like,
yeah, but she was one of their.
She was one of them.
She is not. She cold. Like we can't take that away from her. Like she was
that.
Facts. She literally was.
That's why she talking her shit.
Top.
Do y'all think? Do y'all think the internet and
you say what?
Do y'all think the internet and Cam is right for dragging Melyssa the way they have been?
Yes.
Yes, because she didn't truly apologize and she let it breathe.
It's the internet. It's gonna happen.
But she'll be all right.
But do you think it's justified?
It's the internet. I was talking Cam here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have been pissed too.
Hell yeah. You don't play like that.
You insinuate something like that.
Play about my name in that way.
In the era that
you can say whatever you want about me, but if you put something like that dangerous on my name,
you better have facts. Like,
my thing is, what was her reason for bringing that up? That's what I'm saying. There had to be a reason. She didn't think. So were they underage? Like,
no, because listen, this was her stance on it. Because she, I guess she's talked to like people who's been in like sex trafficking rings and stuff, and like a lot of them were underage when it, like some of the stuff you were saying earlier.
Yeah, like they don't know what the,
and like it was damn near on that type of time.
I'm 75, 25 because
But it's
the way that she probably said it. She could have.
It came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It just went to her face. It's like how she. It was so fucking funny. Because she was like, because it's like she didn't want to say it, but she said it anyway.
Yeah, it wasn't like she was on a.
How many people there know, one, that some of these women are possibly underage, or that they are in a trafficking ring? A lot of niggas are going there just to fuck something.
They don't know the real tea, but they know the tea, if you know what I mean.
They've heard the stories. They know that it possibly is true, but when you go there, what
are the chances that you're thinking like, oh, this is gonna happen to me? Like,
man, them niggas looking there to get in the. They don't give a fuck what's in there.
Facts.
I'm paying for this, like straight up transactional. I'm just trying to get this bus off real quick, and I'm gonna go home.
5 grand.
That's it.
And a chicken sandwich.
I mean that.
Hell no. In that brothel, you ain't paying no 5 grand in that brothel.
No, she's talking about
like
fucking iced tea.
It depends on where you at.
She's talking about fucking iced tea back in the day.
Young Ice-T was kind of hold up.
That's Ice-T. Ice-T had the video vixens because his what's my baby name from?
That nigga had Law and Order playing in the background. I know.
Darlene OG Ortiz. Shout out to Darlene OG.
What's the next topic, Josh?
Dun, dun.
She was one of the original video vixens.
We need that as a sound. The
original
sound.
The OGs.
Dun, dun.